Alright friends, here is the video for the book Fire Safety. The topic that we are working on this week is our main idea and supporting details. So as we go through the book, I want you to kind of try and keep track of any of the important details that you can hear in the book or anything like that. Take your pencil and possibly circle them as we're reading through it to see if you believe it's important detail that they talked about in the book. I don't have my highlighter, but you should still have your highlighter so you can highlight any of the words that you do not know in the book so you can come back to them later and see what they are, or if you need to search them later with mom or dad or anybody who's helping you. All right, so we're going to be doing the exact same thing that we did with all of our other videos. We're going to be going through and making a prediction about what is going to happen in the book by looking at the front and the back cover. And if you look at the front and the back cover, you'll notice that it is a book called Fire Safety. And you'll see that this child is crawling on the floor in like a smoky house. So I'm assuming he's kind of practicing what he was taught to. So I'm thinking that this book is going to try and teach us about some fire safety or things that we should do if we were to ever have a fire at our house or something like that. Okay? So make sure you have your book with you and follow along with me with your finger under each word like we did last time. And then I'll read it to you, and you should, I guess, read it with me so you can read the book and know what is happening. And then we'll talk about our assignment and the worksheets that we're supposed to do after we finish reading the video, okay? So what you need to do is you need to turn to page 3. And once again, you probably won't be able to see the pages that I'm on. I'll maybe hold them up like this so you can see them as I'm reading them, but you may not. And that's why you need to make sure that you're following along with what we're doing so you know exactly where you're at in the book so you don't get lost. Okay? So if you look at page 3, it has our table of contents. A table of contents will tell you like what pages specific items are in a story. You guys should know how to do these because we just did these for our writing project that we did before spring break. So you all should be good with knowing what a table of contents is and kind of understanding that. So if you look, like it'll say fired up on page 4. So we flip to the next page and we're going to start reading. It says, fired up. House fires happen every day. House fires can hurt people, but you can help. Learn these tips to keep you and your family safe. Smoke alarms. Your house should have smoke alarms. They make a really loud sound when there's smoke. Get out of the house when the alarm sounds. Escape plan. Practice an escape plan with your family's help. Pick a place outside to meet them. Don't hide, go outside. And you'll see don't hide, go outside is one of the section titles that you have to look at later on when we do our worksheet. When there's a fire, never hide under your bed. Never hide in a closet. Go outside where it's safe. Stay low. Crawl on the floor if there is a lot of smoke. It is easier to breathe near the floor. So that's probably why in this front picture, he was crawling on the floor when it was smoky, huh? Touch and go. Touch the door before you go, but don't touch the doorknob. If the door feels hot, don't open it. There might be a fire on the other side. Find another way out. And then it says stop, drop, and roll. Roll, roll, roll. If your clothes start to burn, don't panic. Drop to the floor. Roll around until the fire is out. Get out and stay out. Never go back into a burning house. Stay out once you are out. Always call 911 if you smell smoke or if there is a fire. The fire department will help. Fire safe. Always keep these tips in mind. You will be safe if you do. And that is the end of the book. Okay? So what we're going to be working on today for this book is writing down our section titles and then some details about the title. So in this first column, it says smoke alarms. So what you should do is grab your book and flip through the book and try and find the page where it has the title smoke alarms. and then try and find a detail from that page that it teaches you. So we're looking back at this page. I'll do a couple of these with you so you know how to do them, and then you'll do probably the last 4 on your own, okay? So with smoke alarms, if you look at the page, it says smoke alarms. Your house should have smoke alarms. That could be a detail. You always should have a smoke alarm in your house. You could say smoke alarms make a loud sound. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to write down you should have a smoke alarm in your house. And then I'm going to write down a second detail because I think it's kind of important. I'm going to say smoke alarms are loud. So if you look right here, I wrote all of my stuff on here. So you guys, this is what you'll be doing. You're writing them like by yourself or following along with me as I'm doing them here. The next one you'll see is blank for the section title. What I would do is you guys should go through and write down your section titles first and then work on doing your details. In your section title, you just go through your book, like this right here where it says fired up is a section title. So what I can do and what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to write down fired up in the section title part of your worksheet, and I'll show you what we'll do next with that. So grab a pencil and write down fired up. And like we did with smoke alarms, we're going to go back into the story and look at that page and pick out some details from that page. So as I'm looking through here, I'm looking, house fires happen every day. House fires can hurt people, but you can help. Learn these tips to help you and help keep you and your family safe. So I think one important detail is house fires happen every day. If you don't know how to spell some of these words, that's okay. We're not working on our spelling right now, but you can copy the sentences from the book too. Like house fires happen every day is what I'm going to write down. That's exactly from the book. Okay, so I'm writing it down. House fires happen every day. Okay, so I have my sentence written down. Okay, you do the exact same thing that you did for these top 2 for the last 4. You write down your section title right here. There are a bunch of section titles in the book. Like they'll be the ones that are bolded or a little bit darker up top. Like if you look here, like stay low, touch and go, those will be your section titles. So pick up 4 more section titles and then write down a detail for each of your section titles. This is what you should take a picture of and turn into me. Whether it should be on like the Facebook page, our email, or email it to me, or on our Google Classroom. So this page right here is the one I want you to take a picture of and turn in for me, okay? The other pages in the packet are on your, we are working on some of our sounds. So if you look at this page, we are focusing on, it'll have your instructions at the bottom again. It says, have your student add the letter I to complete each word. Then have students read the words to a partner. So what you're supposed to do is in these blanks, you put the letter I. So like in chicks, you see there's an I right there. Or you could do fish, lid, or hippo. Once you have those all filled in with the I's, just practice saying the words out loud to someone in your house. You can read them to your dog or your cat or any of your other pets or brother or sister or mom and dad or anybody who's there. Okay. When you finish that page, you move on to this last one. On this one, it says you are supposed to circle the contraction in each sentence. And then on the line below the sentence, write the 2 words that help make that contraction. This page you'll probably have to have someone's help with, because we haven't really covered contractions a lot in our classroom before we left. We were supposed to start working on that after spring break. So if you look right here, I'll do this first one with you, so you guys can see what I want for it, and then you can do the rest on your own. So I'm going to read the first sentence. It says, when there's a fire, never hide under your bed. You're looking for a contraction, and a contraction is a word that is 2 words put together. So when you look right here, you'll see that this word has an apostrophe in it. That word is the contraction. It's built by combining 2 words. So I'm going to circle, I'm going to do this in a pen so you guys can see it better. I'm going to circle the word. Okay, I circled theirs. And then you need to write down the 2 words that make that word. Theirs is made up of there and is. So you can write down there and is, and that's how you do this. You see that? So for the next one, go outside where it's safe. So if you look there, try and find the word with the apostrophe in it and circle it and tell me the 2 words that it's made of for it to be like it is. So I'm going to do that one also. So I'm circling it and writing down it is. Okay. There are 5 questions on this page that you're supposed to go through and find your contractions and write them down. When you're done with all of this, you can put your packet back in your binder. Please make sure that you take a picture of the page that I need for your assignment so I can give you a grade for it and we can go through it that way. When you're done with your fire safety book, you can keep it to keep reading or practicing with it too. These are yours to keep. And you guys can color the pictures if you want to. Okay. One thing I would recommend doing, it might take a while to do all of this together. So what you can do is you can